Where do you even start to prepare a loved one's home for sale? That's our topic today. If you've recently become responsible for a loved one's home, especially here in San Diego County, you're probably thinking, where do I even start? Who do I even talk to? How do I get this whole thing started? I'm Kim Ward. I am a real estate broker. My team and I, we help our clients to prepare, market, and sell homes here in San Diego County. If you become responsible for a loved one's home, even outside of San Diego, you could give us a call or leave a comment, and we'll be happy to guide you to what your first step is. For most people that become responsible for a loved one's home, this isn't just a real estate transaction. It's happening during a stressful and a grieving period of time, and you're wondering, how do I even deal with this? Becoming responsible for someone's home can get overwhelming very quickly, and that's not me saying it, that's our client saying how overwhelmed they became. The first step is knowing who actually has the authority to manage the preparation and the sale of the home. One of the first things to understand that selling a home that's in probate or trust administration, it's a little different than selling a traditional home. With the case of a probate, there's a document that needs to be obtained. It's called the Letters of Administration, and that is where the probate courts say who is responsible, who's either the executor, if there's a will, or if there is not a will from your loved one, then someone is appointed as the administrator. And they then have the legal authority to make decisions about the home. In the case of a trust administration, of course, there's a trust that has in the trust who is the trustee or the successor trustee. That's the person who's named to be responsible for the loved one's estate. So the first mistake that can be made is that once you're responsible, you know it's your responsibility, that you feel that you have to immediately start clearing things out of the home. You have to quickly make any kind of repairs and try to figure out what the home is worth right now. The first thing is to just take a beat, get some people that can help you through this process, like our team when it comes to the real estate side of things, because without support, making a plan can be kind of difficulty, not knowing which thing comes first. And not knowing that can cost you time and money and probably a lot of frustration. We've come along to situations where the family has spent weeks, if not months, doing things that they probably didn't need to do in order to sell the property. And most of the time, the big frustration is about what to do with the remaining personal property of your loved one. And having a team that knows what options you have, and of course you make the decision, is really a good thing for you, because then you can make that decision and then implement. And when it comes to the condition of the home, once the personal property has been removed, then some decisions can be made about cost-effective repairs that will make a difference on how buyers perceive the home and also don't cost the estate a lot of money. You don't want to start making repairs without specific guidance. When we work with our clients, we come up with a specific, I like to call it strategic plan of action that they will review, the executor, administrator, and trustee, sometimes along with their family members, will review it and then determine what they would like for us to implement for them. If you're finding this of value, and I hope you are so far, please like, comment, and subscribe to our channel and hit that bell button. That way you'll get to see every week's video as it comes out. Now let's talk about if you live out of the area where your loved one's home is. If you are managing an estate and the home in an area that you don't live in, that's a whole other layer of decision making and strategic planning that has to take place. Many of our families, many of our clients are trying to coordinate things from out of the area. And I've heard them say it kind of feels like a full-time job. That's where having a team local, like we are, that can help you. I like to say it's being your eyes and your ears and help you determine what needs to be done and what doesn't need to be done to prepare the home, it becomes much easier for you when you have a team that you come to trust, a team that you trust that can help guide you through the preparation and the marketing of the home. We frequently organize vendors to come in and obtain quotes for our clients. And then once our clients say yes, they want to go forward with that specific repair, then we manage the vendors. We get them in and out of the home. We make sure the work was done properly. And we even send photos to our clients so they can see that everything's been done. This allows you to stay informed without having to physically be here. And if you want to know more about managing a home from out of state, we have a video and we'll put that link in the description for you. We're helping our client who lives in Florida. She has her brother's property that she's responsible for in El Cajon. That's an area outside of San Diego. And the home needed quite a few things done. Her brother didn't have a heating and air conditioning system in the home. He didn't need it while he lived there, but you really can't sell a home without heat in San Diego, and having air conditioning has become important to buyers also. So that was the first thing that we had to get done, was getting it's called HVAC system installed in the home, and they actually had to run all new ductwork and they had to put in vents, and we managed getting them in there and making sure that they got the work done, which they did. The next thing was the brother had taken down a wall between two of the bedrooms. We got a quote, we managed getting a wall put up, so now we have a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom home that we are about to put on the market next week. There were a few other small repairs that needed done, and including cleaning, and our client did not have to be physically here because from Florida, that's a long flight, and she has her own life in Florida. And she just told me yesterday that she really appreciated us being the boots on the ground for her. Now that story is what we do for most of our clients if they don't live here in San Diego. Even sometimes if they live here in San Diego, but we're willing to take on the responsibility, they allow us to guide them through any kind of preparation of the home. And because we've done this many times, it's not nearly as difficult for us as it would be for them. So as you can see, this process doesn't need to be so overwhelming for you. You don't have to have all the answers right away. You just need to take those first steps, and that usually includes having people that know how to guide you through this process on your side. And like we do for so many of our clients, we provide clarity. And once you have that clarity, everything else becomes more manageable. So if you're in a situation where you have questions about this topic or others about probate or trust situations, please go ahead and put them in the comments below. We look at all the comments and answer them. And if you're not sure where to start, we are happy to help you get more direction. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.